In the video tutorial Basic, Creating Maps, we will explain you how you can create a map for your project. A map is made of a list of layers that appear in the layer tree. You can entirely change the list of layers and create your own resource mapping project. After you launch the GlobalAtlas client, you will see the default map, Global Solar and Wind Atlas with predefined layer groups and a default base map. Before you can create a new map for your project, you need to log into the system with your user account. Enter your user information in the entry field on the information bar. After a successful login, we can create our own map project. Choose the first icon from the To the Layer Tree commands to reach the Map menu. Select Create New Map from the menu. A Create New Map window will appear. First, we need to give our new map a name. In our example, we have chosen Australia. You can add a brief description of your map project below. Let's see which other options we have by selecting the Settings tab on the top. You can set a projection of your map, select the units of measurements and predefine the maximum of zoom levels. In our example, we change units of measurements to kilometers. Clicking on the last tab, View, gives us the option to define an initial viewing area of the map. In our example, we make a project for Australia, so let us scroll the map to Australia. You can either use the entry boxes to extend the map view, or you can use the mouse to select an area on the previewed map. By holding the Shift key on your keyboard and making a drag and drop with your mouse, you can define the selection area in the map. We can also restrict the scrolling area to be only in our selected area on the map. Click on the checkbox to activate this feature. If you are fine with your basic map settings, click the Create button to create your new map. Since we have been viewing the default map on the GlobalAtlas client, the system will offer us to overwrite the default map with the current created map. Only users with administrative privileges are allowed to overwrite the default map. For us, we will create not a default map. We click on No to complete saving the map. Now we have created a new map which is by default blank. We can start now adding layer groups and layer data to the map project. On the layer tree command icons, select the second icon for the layer menu. Select Add Layer Group. In our example, we name our first layer group, Base Layers. We can add a description for our layer group. Click on the button Create to finish creating a layer group. Once we have created our layer group, we can start adding data layers. Click with the right mouse button on the name of the layer group to reach the layer menu. Click on Add Layer, and select Open Data Browser. The data browser allows you to search or browse the data sources to find data layers. By searching, you can use also filters. You can filter by defining a region on the map. You can filter on the layer data type. And you can filter by selecting the source of the data layer. In the search entry field, you can enter now a term for your query. We want to add a base layer to our project, so we search for Google Maps. In the result list, we can select now a layer which we want to add to our project map by clicking on the entry. On the right side of the window, we can see metadata of the selected data layer. We can now add the data layer to our map project. Click on the button Add to Map. After we finished adding one or more data layers, click the Close button to close the browser window. You can see the new layer is now displayed in the map. Let us quick add another data layer group and another data layer. You can see in our project map we have now two data layer for display, a basic Google Street Map and a solar energy data layer for Australia. You can add many data layer to a single map project. Also, you can rearrange the sequence of the layers. You can enable and disable them for display. Now we can save a map for later usage. Click the fourth icon in the command toolbar for the Save menu. Select Save Map in the menu. If you want to save it with under a new name, you can choose Save as New Map to. Confirm the save by clicking the Save button. Now let us check if we can see our stored map in the system. Click on Open Map. You can see there is the last entry in the list of maps, Australia, the map we just created. Here is a quick summary to the tutorial for creating new map projects. This finalizes the tutorial basics, creating maps,